following the attack last Friday on the Abolongo Custodial Centre in Oyo State, southwest Nigeria, by unknown gunmen. The state government has commenced the upgrade of the facility with the installation of CCTV cameras. The attack on the facility resulted in the escape of almost 1,000 inmates. Although 464 prisoners have since been recaptured, Rauf Aregbesola, the Minister of Interior, promised that all other escapees still on the run will be pursued and recaptured. Aregbesola, who visited the Custodial Centre on Sunday, decried the spate of attacks on correctional facilities in the country and assured the public that the attackers will also be apprehended. Aregbesola said 446 out of 907 escapees from the Abolongo Custodial Centre had been recaptured. 69 never left the facility, while 392 were still at large. The attack on the center resulted in the death of a member of Amotekun, a local security outfit, while an official who sustained life-threatening injuries is currently on life support at the University College Hospital, Ibadan.
The correctional facility had been attacked with explosives and some inmates were set free. Our security men were ambushed. As a result, we lost 2 of our security agents, a corporal with the Nigerian Army attached to Operation Burst, and an operative of the Oyo State Amotekun Corps. Although some inmates have been recovered and taken back into custody, some are still at large. All security agencies have been placed on high alert to ensure that all that escaped are rearrested and returned to custody. I'm therefore using this opportunity also to put the citizens on alert. There's no better time to repeat the call to action. If you see something, please say something. We're aware of the various speculations going around, especially on social media, regarding the reason for this attack. I urge you all to disregard any such rumors, as the authorities are still investigating the matter. Rest assured that we will continue to do everything we're constitutionally allowed to do to secure our state.
Joining us now to give us more insight into the jailbreak and what needs to be done to stem the attacks on custodial facilities in the country is Anjorin, Public Relations Officer of the Oyo State Correctional Centre. Welcome to the morning show, Mr. Anjorin. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rubena Bessie. Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome. Well, very quickly, could you give us an update on the situation with regard to this assault on the Custodial Centre in Oyo and what has been achieved so far? We have referred to what the minister said about the number of persons that have been rearrested and the 69 that never left, and also efforts being made to beef up security at that particular Custodial Centre.
Yes, as we recall that on the 22nd of this month, around 9:50 p.m., attackers or non-government came to the Abolongo Custodial Centre in Oyo Town of Oyo State, and using dynamite and sophisticated fire powers to forcefully release 837 awaiting trial male that were in the Custodial Centre. We also have to know that the convicted inmates were not released. Their cell was not touched. Neither were the female section touched. Out of these 837 awaiting trial that were released by the effort, the co-effort of the Nigerian Correctional Service with the other security agencies, and of course the community of Oyo Town, we have been able to recover or to get 396 recaptured. And as I'm talking right now, I also believe that this number, 396 are yet to be recaptured, while 461 have been recaptured. So I believe that even as I'm talking to you right now, these figures continue to rise. Thank you.
Right, thank you for that update. What are the efforts being made to recapture those who have escaped from prison? How were the others who were captured? How was that accomplished? And how do you plan to recapture the rest of them?
Yes, in the Nigerian Correctional Service, there is actually a part of our training that is termed as escape and recapture. And that entails us within few hours of such incident, alert all other security agencies around the town, and of course the state in general, and to also make the community to be aware. It is a great feat for us to have gotten that much number within such period of time, and that is thanks to the efforts of the Nigerian police, Nigerian army, the Amotekun, and the local vigilante in Oyo town here, and of course our men that has been combing the city of Oyo, and even going as far as Ogbomoso to make sure that we get all these inmates back. It's also important to let you know that our inmates that escaped, even that have gone as far as Oshogbo, have been recaptured. We keep getting calls from different security agencies alerting us as to escaping inmates that they've gotten and telling us to come and pick them. We keep doing this. I mean, as you can see from this from this view that we are watching right now, those are some of the inmates that were recaptured. That was on Saturday, just few hours after the incident happened. Efforts are being made, just like the minister said yesterday, that none of them will be allowed to rest until they return. He admonished them to return, that if they can return, of course, they will be pardoned for escaping, not for the crime they have committed anyway, but that they will be pardoned for escaping and received warmly back to the custodial center. And he also promised, of course, the Interpol will be duly alerted, every other agency to just make sure that these people, even if they keep running, they will not run in peace. I believe that just as the minister have said, that all these efforts are being put into place, and we are putting up, we are in the process putting up the data of these escaped inmates. As soon as all this data has been put together, we are going to publish it, send it out to the general public. Anybody that see such a person should please alert the nearest police station or nearest security agency.
Well, I mean, I don't know for how long you've been in service, but this is not the first jailbreak that we would have. We've had many examples across the country. As someone who works in a correctional center and for the National Correctional Center of Nigeria, what do you think is responsible for these jailbreaks? And why is it always so easy? I mean, we were saying this morning that there were no CCTV cameras. And, all the officials there, they ran away the moment, there was an assault. And the only thing anybody has been able to tell us is that these were unknown gunmen. How did they access the correctional center in the first place with all the checkpoints on the road to Oyo? And how were they able to escape with all the security units around that axis? What do you think the problem is from what you know?
Doctor, as far as my jurisdiction is concerned, and that is Oyo State Command, I can tell you that I believe we really have to do more in intelligence gathering. I believe that the people that perpetrated this evil, of course, they are humans, they are not spirits, and of course, they will live within society. Somebody somewhere would have heard something. I actually believe that if the same effort that the general public, because the general public has been of Oyo town has been very helpful, in getting some of these inmates back. If the same effort that was put into getting them back was put into intelligence gathering, as this maybe wouldn't have happened. We have communities that held on to some of these escaping inmates and put a call across to us to come and pick them up. This means they know the level of danger that inmates on escape can wreak to the society, and of course they don't want that. So if the same level of effort was put into getting them back, I believe the same, if we have better intelligence gathering from the society to know ahead of time when such thing can happen, I believe that this can also be curbed.
Right, I'm extremely concerned about the quick capture of these escapees. We all recall what happened in Oyo State when one of the escaped inmates went and killed a witness against that person. We don't want a recurrence of that. And we also do not want more reports of security agents, like you just said, in this case, 2 were murdered. What would you like to see going forward? What would you like to say about how custodial centers like yourself should ensure that this does not happen again, because it's becoming far too frequent?
Yes, talking about that, may I just appreciate the state governor, that is Governor Seyi Makinde. Yesterday pledged that security cameras will be placed at the custodial center, and not just only that, even in other custodial centers in Oyo State, even those that has been damaged and those that are partly operating, that all of them will be overhauled. We thank the governor for that. We also thank the governor because he said he is going to upgrade. He said immediate upgrading of the road leading to that particular custodial center will be graded so that access to that place can be much better. I would like to see, like I said the other time, better intelligence gathering and the efforts of the collaboration of other security agencies, which they actually did. The Operation Boss, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, the DSS, they called, they put up so much effort also, and all other, the NSCDC. If this effort can be sustained and improved going forward, I'm sure that I believe this kind of thing will not happen again in Oyo State. But of course, in the case of any uncertainty, we believe that next time such things will be really, really mitigated.
Well, Anjorin, before we bring this to a close, 2 quick things. You seem to have pushed the responsibility for intelligence gathering to the community, to the people. Really should be the work of the various security agencies if they're always dropping the ball with regard to intelligence gathering? Is it that you guys do not have the resources to be able to gather intelligence and be more efficient? And then the second one, in the various reports, there has been a reference to 2 persons that escaped from this particular custodial center. Somebody who was described as a Fulani warlord, I think his name is Wakili, and then another person who was said to have been imprisoned because he was a serial killer. I think the name is somebody called Shodipe. Now, do you think that this particular facility was attacked in order to free persons in that category? What intelligence, have we been able to gather in the last, say, 72 hours?
Well, the Controller General of Correctional Service yesterday at the Abolongo facility, through the Deputy Controller General Operations, that is DCG Tuko, he reiterated to the journalists that were present there that the supposed persons that were mentioned were not incarcerated in Abolongo facility in Oyo town. And of course, you have said that, and that is actually the truth. And we are not passing the buck to the general public. Of course, when these incident happened, our men and officers, they put up enough bravery. They were brave. They stood against these gunmen. But like the report that has gone ahead, these people were largely outnumbered by dynamites, grenades, sophisticated firepower. And of course, I believe that we can always do better, and definitely we are doing better. And that's why I said the other time that such issue will definitely not be reoccurring in Oyo State. Oyo State has been known for peace. The state governor has always made sure that there is synergy between among all the security agencies. And this was evident in the swift response of the Operation Burst to the scene. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us this morning.